Hey guys, this is FPL Tips and welcome back to another deadline stream. Just let me know if you guys can hear me and to everyone a happy new year. Yes, so we clear. Uh, okay, we'll start off with the questions. A couple of questions that are unanswered for me, and we'll be taking a look at it as well. Uh, Okay, so the first question is I had a number. Okay, yeah, we have to address the amazing game week that we had last time. And if you had a low scoring game week just like me, and I had possibly the worst game week of my FPL career, and also I made the worst transfers. So if you had such a game week, don't just banter yourself. It's okay to have a bad game week, and probably we will bounce back this one. So it should be okay eventually because ultimately the players you had are also having a double game week now, so it should be okay. Uh, Hi Prem, got McCarthy, Mitchell, Justin Stone's Dyer, Killman defense, and he has two changes in the bank. What to be made? I think probably you can just waste a transfer somewhere in the defense because the defense nor the midfield really needs an upgrade anywhere. Maybe Kane to Vardy is a transfer you can also look at, but that's it. I don't think there's much of need of a transfer. So probably use it once, maybe Grealish to El Ghazi or Kane to Vardy, and just save the other one. Martinez, McCarthy, James Walker, Kyle Walker Peters, Justin Chilwell, Bellerin, Mitchell Neto, Bruno, Salah, DCL, Bamford, whom to play and whom to captain. I think it's a pretty much decent lineup. I would play Martinez over McCarthy and don't play Kyle Walker Peters. Justin Chilwell and Bellerin are fine. Mitchell will start too for everyone who's looking out for it. I think Mitchell will play as well. Bruno, Salah, Son, Grealish are obvious players, and Bamford and DCL as well. For the captaincy, I would go Son. Should I replace Podence? Yes, with Neto probably if you have, if you can, or maybe with someone like Suchek. Play Callum Wilson or Rafina. Play Rafina, I think. Who should I replace James with? I have point one. I think you can hold on James for another week if you don't have a fifth defender. Then probably go to Dyer. Remove Kufal. Yes, I think even that's my plan move. So my plan moves are either remove Kufal for a holding or another defender. Probably if we come up with something, or we will be going. Adams to Wood. So if you are someone who's also waiting to remove Kufal, I would request you guys to wait until the stream. I'm also looking out for possible leaked lineups for West Ham. So if we get something, that would be great and that would allow us to make the move easily. Which Burnley defenders to get in for Taylor? I think Lowton is decent. You can go for him. That's a good move. Otherwise, you can probably get Ben Mee if you can. Leno Stones, Robert Diaz, Salah, Captain Grealish, Suchek, Bamford, DCL, Kane. What do you think? I have Dyer and Kilman on the bench. Play Dyer, I think. Maybe there's no space, maybe over Suchek, but otherwise the rest is a good team. Dyer, Ealing, Justin Target, Grealish, Salah, Bruno, Kane, Adams, Bamford, free transfer this week. You could probably go Adams to Wood. I fancy that transfer for the next three fixtures. Play Walker Peters and Mings this week. Not Walker Peters, I would play Mings. Keep Marshall or buy back DCL. Keep Marshall, I think. I think he with the Cavani bank he should be good. Play Callum Wilson or Rafina. I would answer that Rafina. Uh, Any upgrades for WordPress? I have 1.9 in the bank. You can probably go El Ghazi. I also asked you guys to go El Ghazi last week, and that did go well. So I would stick to the El Ghazi more. I would do much with him. Is bench boost a good option if my 14 plus in double game week and one in single? Yeah, I feel like it's a good option, Chaitanya. You can go for it. Saka and for Bowen, yeah. Saka is also a decent move. I don't expect a lot of returns from Saka, but a decent move. He's looking good in form. So if you have a free transfer, you want to remove Bowen or Suchek, you can go for Saka. Martinez, Robert, Dallas, Dyer, Kufal, Grealish, Bruno, Salah, Son, Kane, Bamford, any transfers. I think Adams and otherwise Kufal to someone like Holding if you can. Apart from that, I don't think I would go anywhere near the midfield. Whom to bench? Bamford, Watkins, Madison. I would bench neither. I would play all three. I would take my chances of benching maybe Watkins, but none of Madison or Bamford. I think if Madison is fit, he'll start. Otherwise, he'll be not playing. I think. Front three says Shreyas. Depends on your teammate. Can't really just name front three. Should I play Cancelo or Shea Adams? Cancelo, in my opinion, over Shea Adams. Suchek or Saka? Saka. Should I buy Stones or me? Kendra Stones and COVID, Kufal start करेगा क्या? I can't comment on Kufal because I myself are looking for that, and I think probably will be waiting for league lineup if possible. I think Stones and Kendra should be good enough to start. Coleman or Stones? Stones. I think sell Taylor for 0.0 in the bank. Probably downgrade to holding. I think yeah. Kufal was nailed, but I think the formation switch will hurt him because initially they were playing a back three and in technically a back five, but now they switch to a back four. So it's a tactical change rather than just injury substitution. Manchester City attacking assets. I think De Bruyne is the only one you wanted in double game week 19. Just a second. Okay, play Antonio or DCL. If you have both, play Antonio. Play DCL. I think Richarlison is back. You can bench Antonio if possible. There's no need to hurry into the DCL move. Marshall DCL Bamford good. Yes, I think it's good. Will James Madison start? There's no news from Rogers, so I can't really comment. But I think if he's fit, he'll start. Otherwise, he'll not play at all. Start Lowton or Kufal. Take a chance on Kufal. Uh, Hestelios, Robo Chilwell, Cancelo, Kufal, and defense. I think the three are good to go with Robo Chilwell and Kufal. Bench Adams this week. If you don't, if you have a better player, yes. If you don't, I think I would play him. Start Wilson or Antonio. Antonio. Save a transfer now. Yes, if you can, probably for 18. Is Truth a good option with two back-to-back clean sheets? He's priced at 3.9. He'll play only till Cooper is out. So until then, if you can bag a couple of clean sheets, why not? Why do you plan to remove Kufal? Because I'm unsure if he's playing or not. If I get any sort of news if he's not playing, then I'll probably remove him. Girish to El Ghazi and Angisa to Suchek. Probably do it if you have that move. If you have two free transfers, do it. Got a big dilemma this week. Don't know who to pick out of Salah, Bruno, and Mane and Rashford. If you had to remove someone, probably I would remove either Salah or Mane. Don't double up. And if I had to go captaincy, go differential Rashford or maybe Mane. Fabianski or in for McCarthy? Yes. Should I keep Watkins? I was planning to save two transfers for the week to get in Fabianski and Kufal. I wouldn't save two transfers, so probably keep Watkins as well because there is no guarantee that Kufal will start. So probably won't do that transfer right away. Why Kufal is out? He has very to because I don't know if he's going to start. I think it's more of a tactical change where they have shifted to a back four instead of a back five. So that changes the entire strategy of playing Kufal. Is holding Kane for the for this and the next few game weeks a good option? No, for only for this and the next one probably. Otherwise, I would remove him. Someone like Vardy or Aguero. Kufa or Mitchell, I would play Mitchell. Gary Cahill is still out. He's probably missing this one and the next one as well. So I think Mitchell will start this one as well. Start Dallas or holding? Holding. But Greenwood start? Yes, I expect him to start because I don't think there is any other player that can fill in that position. Probably James, but I expect Greenwood. Best transfers Chilwell to a City asset. No, I would get Justin out for a City asset if possible. Double up on City defense? No, I don't double up. I think a single player should be enough. If you have a lot of funds, maybe Stones in. Yes, you can. Is Fernandez a good captaincy option? I think he has been proven as a very standout, as in very consistent captaincy option overall. So if you are confused, probably over Salah, I would go Fernandez at the very moment because he looks in the form and he's been providing points every game week. So I would not be hesitant to captain if you don't have an option. DCL tire button to Watkins, Diaz, Johnston for a -4. Yes, definitely. If you have, do it this week. For everyone watching, whatever your team looks like on game week 17 deadline will be the exact same team that will be in game week 19 if you play free hit in game week 18. Captain Salah, Son, Bruno, Son, Grealish to El Ghazi, or Son to Sterling for game week 19. Yeah, do it. Definitely, I would free up funds from Grealish to El Ghazi. The only reason I'm waiting Grealish this week because it's sort of a feeling where I feel that Grealish will score against United, and it's also I'm waiting where how Aston Villa set up with Barkley back into the team. So if Grealish is given that attacking role on the left flank that he had initially, I would keep him. I would be happy to keep him in my team. Start Antonio or DCL, and I think DCL. So Villa, City, Man United have game week 18 and double game week 19. Yes, these are the three teams that have a fixture in blank game week 18 and also a double in 19. So you probably want to target these three teams. Is there any news on which Man City players have COVID? Yes, I have four players. There are two articles which are rolling around. I think these are the four players which have COVID-19. I know for sure there are three, which is Edison, Kyle Walker, and Jesus has have definitely have COVID-19. I think the fourth one is Doyle, which I also read about in an article. And there's also Jim Stone, I think, which is an athletic correspondent for Man City, who also mentioned in a Twitter chat where he said that I think Cancelo is fine and he doesn't have COVID-19. So I don't have a confirmation for it, but there is a chance that if you have Cancelo, play him, don't remove him. He might not have COVID-19. Also, Pep slyly mentioned that three of his major or first team players are out with COVID-19, which could be Jesus, Kyle Walker, and Edison. That makes me to the point where I think that other players like Stones or probably Kevin De Bruyne are fine and they should be good to go. I think that's the reason I'm backing up Stones and only on Pep's comments. And you can't really trust Pep in this situation. But I think anyways, it's a shooting. It's like shooting an arrow in the dark. So probably you'll have to take your pick and stick with it. Double City defenders. If you had to go DS and Stones, most nailed on maybe DS or Cancelo. Martinez, Kyle Saiz, Robertson, Salah, DCL, Bamford. It's a good team. Aditya, probably captain Son over there. Is it time to take out DCL? Yes, I would wait for another game week, but I would probably remove him for Antonio in double game week. Uh, I think Varun, I've answered this. How do you know Stones and De Bruyne is fine? I think it's only based on Pep's comment, but let's see. It could be wrong as well. But I think those are the players who are out. Guys, I'm a West Ham fan and I've seen some of the leaks and Kufal will start and Antonio will not start. Yes, it's possible that Antonio will not start, which is also mentioned by Moyes in the press conference that he does want to rotate Antonio and manage his minutes, but I wouldn't trust the Kufal news until and unless some of my sources confirm it. It's a lot of spam. Uh, yes, Adams, don't spam. Happy New Year, Rosasvi. Kevin De Bruyne or Mane? I would go Mane for me for this week. Looks like the guy in form. He had a clear chance as well last match. Holding size, better pick. I think size is in general the better pick. With the fixtures slightly favor holding, and also because his price is so low. Stones or Kofal Stones, I already have holding. Should I go to Luton as he has a fixture in the blank? I think if you have holding, he also has a fixture in the blank. I think it's fair enough to hold on to him. I don't see Burnley keeping a clean sheet anyways in the double game week, so I would probably keep holding in my team and not waste a transfer there. Any good goalkeeper options for the upcoming fixtures? I think if you have Martinez and if you have seen my draft as well, you want to hold on to Martinez and keep him. And I think the other cheap option I would go in the double game week would be Johnston. Only Johnston only because he doesn't have very tough fixtures and there is a possibility that he keeps a lot of save points. A reason we would captain Son over Kane, I think it's the reason on the counter. So you know that Kane is playing deep enough and he's going to put the long balls inside, and Son is the one who's going to counter first. There's a chance that yes, there's a chance that Leeds double up on Son and try to defend him, but I still have more faith in Son scoring and with his clinical season this has been for him, and I think Son will be much up ahead than Kane, and there's a more chance that Son scores. Also, that he's a midfielder, he gets an extra point for a clean sheet and a goal every time he scores. So I would go with that. Do you think it's safe to captain Salah, which my opponent's captain, or should I captain Son? Depends on your team, Anubhav. I would captain, if you don't have the faith in Son, I would go Salah. It's not a bad idea to go Salah anytime. Will Taylor play today? No, Kunal Taylor won't play today. Havertz played well against Villa, and 4-2-3-1 is the best to get out of him. I think, and if I had to make a bold prediction, I would go Chelsea taking out a point against City this week. And it's not more because of the formation or how Chelsea are playing. It's more because I think Bravo will start for City, and I don't really trust Bravo as a keeper. Benteke chief forward soon. Yes, I think it's a good forward for the next two game weeks. His stats are decent, but I don't think he's the main guy. Most of the ball will be to Eze and Zaha, so I don't expect him to score a lot, but he's a decent option if you want to take a punt. Grealish 3 week haul coming. Yes, I think it is. Best Villa defenders to get. I would get Target. He's cheaper relatively, and I would go for him. I have both Stones and DS. Who should I get out and who should I get? I think you want to keep both of them. I wouldn't get out anyone. I sold Zuma for holding for a -4. Now I have holding Dyer, Cancelo, Robbo, and Hook 3 to start. You shouldn't have sold Zuma for a -4, especially now that you have three defenders who are playing in blank. I think two of them are playing in the blank as well. So I would start Dyer. This week, probably I would start holding Cancelo and Robertson. But otherwise, Dyer, Cancelo, and Robertson. Play 2 and bench 2, Lookman, Dallas, Cancelo, Mitchell. I would play Cancelo and Mitchell. Is Marshall nailed? Yes, for the next year. I think Cavani is banned, so probably will start all of the games. Kevin De Bruyne or Mane? Should I do Kevin De Bruyne to Bruno? My other midfielders are Salah and Grealish. Yes, definitely do it this week. Uh, Kufal Ailing, good or not? I think it's a good team. Sahil, I read the team cancel out Trent Dyer as well. So yeah, good team to go ahead. How come are you backing Stones? No COVID. I think I've already explained that, Varun. It's probably due to the press conference comments from Pep. Kilman against Brighton or Dallas against Spurs. I would play Kilman against Brighton. Is Zuma going to play? Yes, I think he will play. Uh, Captain Bruno, Salah, or Vardy. I would go Vardy or maybe Salah. I wouldn't. I'm not sure. I'm not confident on Bruno this week. He is usually a very good captaincy option, and we can't neglect that he's be giving points each given out. But if I had to go for high scoring, where the ceiling is high, I think the ceiling is not that high for Bruno. He might get a 7-8 pointer game, but I think the double digit haul lies under Vardy or maybe Salah because he hasn't scored for a while. But I think I wouldn't risk for Salah. Is Cancelo positive through COVID? No news on it. No news where I can confirm. I can only confirm four names, which is Doyle. I think I can take a chance on Doyle. Kyle Walker, Jesus, and Edison. Those are the only players. No Mahrez news. If you have Mahrez, sell him. There's no point keeping Mahrez. He does not provide the value, and I was never Mahrez pro. Transfer Kevin De Bruyne out for Bruno. Yes, as Bruno is more informed, should I go for him than Son? Depends on you. Totally depends on you, mate. Should I get size? Is he nailed? Yes, he's pretty much nailed with the performance he's putting in. And every game he's getting one or two chances where he can score a goal through the set piece or the corner. So I would probably go with him. Zuma holding, Ailing, go for target. Which three to start? I would start Zuma probably for the header threat, holding, and I would start. I think Kufal, but if he doesn't play, I would keep target as my first up. Keep DCL or get rid for Vardy. Vardy, I think. Edison, Cancelo, Torres are rumored. Torres is rumored, and then in that rumor, which is the second article I was talking about, the players which are rumored are Torres and Cancelo, and the other three are same. But I'm not really confident of the second article. Guys, we have over 100 people watching us, and we have only 31 likes. Hit the like button, guys, if you're liking the stream. Whom to get in for Matip, something long term like Game Week 19. I have Stones, Dyer, Kylo, Peter, and Ealing. You probably don't need a fifth defender unless you're bench boosting. If you are, you probably want to get in a Burnley defender. Someone like Ben Mee. Is Taylor fit? No, Taylor is out for a couple of games. Should I keep Zuma or Dyer in the bench this week? Probably Zuma if you have Dyer. Havertz, I wouldn't get him in my team. Minus for this week and minus for next or free hit in 18. If you can navigate the blank game week and double with minus fours, you would go ahead with it. Start Chilwell or Kufal. Chilwell will Taylor play today. No, Vardy captain is a decent captaincy option. I think the ceiling is very high, and Leicester do like to play against Newcastle historically as well. Can do DCL to Vardy or Kane when to do and whom. I would go with Vardy. I think it depends on your captaincy. If you want to captain Vardy, go there. Otherwise, Kane is a decent option. Kane versus Salah for captaincy. I would go. I would slightly still be tended to go Salah because of the midfield thing that he is a midfielder. Ultimately, he gets more points for clean sheets, which I think they will keep, and also for a goal. With Kane, the only plus I see is that he had a son or a daughter. I think he had a kid basically this week, and then you have all of that myth which goes around with the kids that every time a player has a kid, then you he tends to score in the Premier League. Otherwise, I would still stick with the midfielder if you had someone. Who is my captain? Varun, I haven't even decided my moves, so I can't really confirm who's my captain or who I'll be playing. Kevin De Bruyne, Sadio Mane, Adams, I already answered it. Sadio Mane. Should I do De Bruyne to Bruno? Yes, definitely do it. John Stones for Justin, not enough cash for Cancelo. Yes, yet do the John Stones move. I think John Stones move. My current back four is James, Benedict, Kufal, and Dallas. Should I take a hit for James or who do you suggest? I would take a hit to remove Kufal and go holding as suggested if Kufal is not playing. Hold Kilman for blank game week? Yeah, hold Kilman. I think there's no reason why he should start, but I think depends on your it depends on their injury. Rashford or Son. If I had to pick someone this week, Son, but overall for the double game week, Rashford. And even for the blank, I think. Should I remove De Bruyne this week and get him back next week? Yeah, probably that's the strategy even I'm going with. I'm going to remove De Bruyne this week for sure and get Son. But I'm also leaning to get maybe Sterling or De Bruyne. That gives me the option of bringing either of the two. A keeper with 5 million within 5.1 million, I would go Martinez and no one else. Thinking of starting Stones and DS and benching Calvert and Payton and Dallas, definitely do it. I think it's a high risk, high reward situation, but I don't think it's going to be very fruitful. I think City will concede, and Chelsea. I am also banking Chelsea to win. Remove Justin for a Dyer or Stones for a long term move. Stephen in Henderson has COVID. I don't think Stephen would play. I think Bravo, if he's in the squad, would play. Start Suchek or Target or Struch. Start Suchek and maybe Target, not Struch. Uh, Taylor update already mentioned he's out for a couple of games with a hamstring injury. So it's an hamstring injury, and usually they tend to stay for a while. Should I do Kevin De Bruyne to Bruno? Already answered it. Rashford or Son? As said, Rashford for the upcoming game week. Son this week. I have no City defender zero in the bank. Should I have one? Definitely, I think you should aim for a City defender as City midfielder for the double game week 19, especially the defender. Should I take out Holding for Kufal? Should you take out Holding out for Kufal? No, bring in Holding out for Kufal. Will Taylor play today? No. Thoughts on size? I have already answered it. Rashford or Fernandez? Fernandez. I want to sell Taylor. Already have Holding and Lewis. You probably need to fund your defenders, then get up something like Dyer or Stones or a Diaz. Suggest you do your moves now and then continue to say answering questions. Yes, I'm actually waiting for the news. Actually, I'm pretty much planned with one move, so I'm going to wait till I get some news, which I'll be probably getting near deadline if there is any for the West Ham game. And if we have something, then we can probably confirm our moves. Will Mitchell play? Yes, I think Mitchell will play. I just Harrison or Rafinha for the double gaming. I would go Rafinha. I think he's better on stats and form both. Grealish to El Ghazi and Kyle Walker to holding for a -4. Yeah, decent moves. I The only problem with if you can hold on to the Grealish move, I would hold on for another week. Will Konsa start as Mings is back? Yeah, I think Konsa was initially back part of the back four, so I think he should be starting. Start Konsa or Zuma. Konsa, I think. Antonio Bowen or Suchek Antonio. I want Sun to Rashi, which would be a good game week to do this. Probably game week 18. Is Engisa tested positive? There's no news for Fulham, so probably can't even name one player who's tested positive from Fulham. James Justin or Mitchell? That's a tough call. I would play Mitchell if I had something this week. Or maybe James Justin, actually play both if you can, but James Justin is not, I think Ricardo is not fit this week. Probably James Justin should be enough for this week. Thoughts on captaincy Kane? Yes, I've already explained it. I think Kane is a decent option. He's my third captaincy pick if I had to. But there's a slight dilemma in my mind as well if I had to go Salah or Kane. If you had the option and take a chance on Kane because their ceiling is decent enough, it's better than Bruno in my opinion. If you want, you can go there. Best defender under 5.5, I think Diaz would have been the best, but now at the moment maybe Stones. Trent Cancelo, Dyer, Alioski, Kufal. Start Trent Cancelo, Kufal, and bench Dyer as your first sub. As Grealish versus El Ghazi, I think the stats do favor El Ghazi as a goal threat, but with creation, Grealish is up ahead. See, it comes down to the point where if Barkley is playing, where will Grealish play? So I think you probably want to hold on for another week. But if Grealish is not, if he's becoming that proper assister to the assist moment, then I think I would sell him for El Ghazi without a doubt. Should I keep Reece James? I think I'm waiting for another week. This week he's definitely out. So there's a hamstring problem which Lampard pointed out. So if it's serious, then I'll probably remove him before the blank or double game. We can get in another Stones, I think. Which one to bench among Dallas, Kilman, Stones, or Holding? I would bench probably Dallas. What's your game week in 18 and 19 strategy? Is pretty simple. I'm going to make my moves. I'm going to play about 8 to 9 players in 18, and then I'm going to play about 10 or maybe 11 players who have a double game week in 19. Should be good to go. How's Rafina? Yes, definitely better than Harrison in my opinion. Son or Salah or Bruno's captaincy? I would go Son with the highest ceiling, I think. Do you think Martinelli will play versus West Ham? He was taken off after 60 minutes, and also will Madison will be back? I think Madison. There's no update regarding to Madison. If he plays, I think he'll probably play. If he's back, there's a chance that he's on the bench. So if you have Madison or bringing Madison in, maybe not. And I think with Martinelli, he should be fine to start. Okay, if I am not sure, I wasn't aware of the Bravo, and then if Stefan is starting, I would fancy Chelsea to win this game. Please answer Zaha or El Ghazi. That's a good one. For the next two or three fixtures, I would go for the next two. I would go Zaha, but considering the double game week 19, I would go El Ghazi. Kufal replacements holding, in my opinion. Triple captain Salah for game week 19. I don't think he's the best option in 19. Hey Darpit, I have James Diaz, Cresswell, Saiz, Salah, Candebrana, San, Girish, Suchek, DCL, Bamford. Think of bringing Fernandez and what to do for the next game weeks. You definitely should get Fernandez, probably for Candebrana this week. And later on, you can see how the team is faring up for game week 18 and 19. Maybe Salah to Sterling for just 18 and then bring him back if you have the funds. I think you have enough in the bank to do that move. And around the team, you can probably set up according to double game week 19. Don't focus on 18, focus more on 19. Free team for blank game week will be posted tomorrow or maybe Sunday. There's a lot of time between 17 and 18. So all of the updates will be provided. When should I exchange Son to Rashford in 18? Not this week. Rashford and Aaron Bissaka for Madison Robertson. Worth the hit or wait? I wouldn't take out Robertson. Does Dune have a chance to play? No, in my opinion, not at all. Start Suchek or target comments of Struge. I think Struge will play only till Cooper is out. That's a fact. That if you can take out a couple of more clean sheets out of him, that's the best he can offer at 3.9. Start Suchek or target. I would start possibly start target and take my chance against a United side. I also fancy Aston Villa to get a draw this game. Maybe a win, but let's see. It's going to be a tough one to call. Will Reece James play in the Will play double game? We can't say he has a hamstring injury at the moment. Stones or Dallas already have Cancelo. Stones. Will Chilwell, who to start? Chilwell or Kufal? Chilwell. Should I get Bruno this week for Salah or keep him? That's a tough call. Depends on your captaincy and plans again. I think Bruno and Salah. Bruno is must at the moment, and he's becoming a player who's rising almost every week, and he's getting as essential as it gets. Should I take a hit for Kufal or to Cresswell if he isn't starting anymore? Yes, I think that's a good transfer to do. Also, Stones or Cancelo? Cancelo if possible. Dallas, Justin, Zuma, whom to bench? Out of the three, maybe Zuma or Dallas. Zoom. If you want to play Zuma and take a chance on headers, you can do that as well. Jacob Moore, I'll probably answer your question and don't spam. Who do I bench out of Suchek, Martinelli, and Bamford? I would bench Suchek if I had to. Should I keep Watkins? Was thinking of downgrading to McGoldrick to get some funds. Plus, Sheffield have a decent game week 18 fixture. I don't think they have a decent game week 18 fixture. I would keep Watkins. Stones or Diaz long term? Diaz. El Ghazi for Grealish. I would do that move if you need funds. But if possible, the best situation would be waiting for another week. But if you need funds, go for it. Possible Adams replacement. Don't have money in the bank. It could have been good if you had some money, but otherwise, I would go to Benteke. Why Kufol won't play is because of a tactical switch from a back three or essentially a back five to a back four. Now that does not allow Kufol to start at right back. I think there are more players which they prefer on right back than Kufol, and that is the reason I think Kufol might get benched. I don't think it was an injury concern or an issue why Kufol shouldn't have started last game. Why are you planning to do Sterling for De Bruyne? I'm not planning on to do Sterling for De Bruyne. I'm planning to get Sterling or De Bruyne for Salah next week, which will be decided on the basis of form. Dallas Justin Zuma home to bench Arsenal. What do you think of taking both Rashford and Fernandez? I don't think Rashford and Fernandez is as bad an option as it gets. Maybe for the double game week you can go for it if United keep up their form. Aguero will start this week, but I don't see him a long term option in our teams. Will Stooge play in double game week 19? Can't say. Depends on Cooper's recovery rate. Grealish to Ghazi, yes. Can De Bruyne to Sun this week? Definitely. Martinelli, a good choice. Decent. I think I would prefer Saka more than Martinelli. Which one to bench among Dallas, Kilman, Stones, Holding? I would bench Dallas. Kyle Walker, Peter to Holding, yes. Will Mitchell play? Yes. Dallas, Justin Zuma home to bench. Probably if you have to take a chance on Zuma scoring a header, bench Dallas. What do you think about getting Antonio for the double gaming instead of Suchik? Definitely, I'm also aiming to get an Antonio for either DCL or Adams. So it depends on how it goes. Says the cup is an annual league. We probably want to check it out in the FAQs. That explains it better. In fact, should I do Canterbury to Bruno? My other midfielder Salah and Grealish? Yes, definitely. Justin or Mitchell? I will start Justin for the attacking return. Martinelli a good choice. Saka better. Which United asset to go for Rashford or Martial? If you consider form, Rashford is better. And if you consider budget, then definitely I think you have to go with Marshall. Start Konsa or Zuma? I would start Konsa. Loten or Holding? Holding. I think Saka to play 90 tomorrow. No, can't say. There's a chance he comes off the bench probably, but can't really be sure of it. Rashford or Fernandez this week? Would you captain any of them this week? Rashford. I would if I had two of them. I would take my chance on Rashford. Venkat bench Dallas out of the three and take a chance on Zuma. Zaha or El Ghazi, please say whom to buy. If you had to buy this week for the next two, Zaha. But overall, maybe you can switch back to El Ghazi in the double game week 19. If you can, then Zaha this week. United defender or Arsenal defender. If I had to, I'd go United defender Aaron and Bissaka. But if you had budget problems, Arsenal. DCL replacements, Antonio looks good. Ings did not play well, but I think if he gets some form back, Ings looks as a replacement as well. We're taking a minus four to bring in Robertson, not worth a minus four this week. Should I play Dallas or Bednarik? Dallas. Kane or Vardy? Tough call between the two. The Kane does have a lower ceiling than Vardy when you compare captaincy, but overall he has a fixture next game week and Vardy doesn't. So it depends on a strategy for 18 essentially. Kufal or Calvin Peter this week. If Kufal is starting, definitely Kufal. Stones or Diaz long term Diaz. Reece James can't be commented or Reece James at the moment for the double game week. There's no Aguero moment incoming. Holding will start. Yes, I think he's starting. He started almost what 7 or 8 games in a row. Should be safe to start in my opinion. If there's sudden change like Kufal, then we can't predict it. But for the last 8 or 9 games, I think he started all the games. Kept a couple of clean sheets as well. Should I have a West Ham defender? If so, who? Yes, ideally, but can't really comment at this moment. It should have been Kufal who was starting almost every game week. So if Kufal is still playing, I would keep Kufal. Kane or Vardy for captaincy? Vardy if I had to. Worth bringing minus four for Robertson? Not really this week. Is Son a better captain than Kane or Bruno? Yes, I mentioned it correct in my captain picks. Antonio is definitely better than Suchek. Play three Dallas, Kufal, Lowton. I would bench Dallas out of the three. Should I get Bruno for Salah or keep Salah? You need to get Bruno. If you can keep Salah and get Bruno, that would be the best. Martinez or McCarthy? Martinez, Rashford, Fernandez. Bench Anguissa or Suchek? Anguissa. Uh, who do I bench of Suchek and Martinelli and Bamford? Suchek. Uh, why are you doing the Sterling for De Bruyne move? I'm not doing Sterling for De Bruyne. I'll explain my moves and probably understand what I'm going to do. Guys, all the suggestions by FP Tips is that he would do if he was in your place, correct. And if you probably don't get the move right, it doesn't depend. I'm probably giving you the best possible option according to stats or probably the game tactics which they go about with. And you can probably ask me the best answers you have in your head, and I can choose or maybe give you more insight on it. Yeah, that would be better. A lot of people DM me with what to do with their teams. I would probably request and even suggest that you probably plan out some moves and ask me which one is better or which player is better at the moment. I can't really look at your team and decide what transfers you should do. But that essentially means that I'm playing for you. So probably you can get some moves on your mind, and then I can choose or suggest you or direct you in a better way. Bring in Holding or Tierney. Holding save money. There's no point in investing in the Arsenal fullbacks. Charlie Taylor injury update. He's out with a hamstring injury. Can't really grade the injury, but he's out for a couple of games at least. Maybe he recovers, but I won't. This game week definitely out. Uh, who to bench? Suchek, Martinelli, Bamford, Suchek. Target Mitchell, Chilwell, Stones, Ealing. Who to start? Start Chilwell for sure. Maybe Mitchell and Stones. If you don't want to double up in the Chelsea City game, then you probably want to bench maybe Chilwell, but I won't do that. Play Stones, Zuma or Kufal. Play Stones and Kufal. I think. Sun, Salah, Bruno, Zaha, Madison, Watkins, Bamford, DCL. Who to bench? I would bench out of the lot. I would bench probably Madison. Should I keep Dyer or get rid? Keep. What do you do with A. Adams' replacement? I think if you can replace with Wood, that's a good replacement. Otherwise, keep him. I had a talk with Big Man Bakar regarding Adams, and he believes that he has a good Adams is a good hold with Ings back into the side. So according to Big Man Bakar, I think Adams is a good hold. Also, he said that Reece James should be fine by double game week 19, and hence he is a good hold as well. Okay, Cresswell or Suchek, Cresswell, Salah, DCL, Bruno, who to captain. Out of the lot, Salah. Defender for 5 million around with game week 18 and 19 in mind. Holding. I think that's the only defender that plays. Both are stones. I have 8 million in bank. Which striker would I get? Get some funds, maybe Marshall or Ings. If you don't have funds, go Antonio. Is Dyer a good pick for the game week with Kyle Walker-Peters and Benedict? Yes, I think Dyer should be playing both, and he should. Will Kane play? His wife just delivered. Yes, he will play. I think he will play. Is Balbina nailed? no, there's no nailed defender with the West Ham lineup at the moment. Meslier or McCarthy, Harvey Barnes as captain. Harvey Barnes definitely not as captain, and probably McCarthy over Meslier. What are your plans for Game Week 18 and 19? Nothing, just free transfers, and will set my team according to what my transfers are. No chips being used or whatsoever. Deepak, my top three captain picks are not what is best for my team. My top three captain picks are what is best according to the game week. So if I don't have someone, then I'll probably go around make a transfer for it, or stick to something other apart from it. So it is actually for you guys. It does not doesn't depend on my team. That's the most unbiased I can get with captaincy picks. Sun Salah, Bruno Zaha, Madison, Watkins, DCL, Bamford, Madison out of the lot if I had to bench someone. Kufal, Dallas, Chilwell, Diaz, your top three. I would go Kufal, Chilwell, and Diaz. Bench Dallas. We're taking a minus 4 to bring in Robertson. Not really. Is Cresswell the only nailed option? Yes, he's probably the only nailed option. Varun Bava, that is my move. I am definitely going to do the De Bruyne to Sun move. Captaincy, let's see. I'm not 100% sure with Salah and Sun, but yeah, I'm definitely going to do the De Bruyne to Sun move without a doubt. If we get up to somewhat like, let's say 90 likes, I would let you know what the move for Big Man Bucker is, or what his team looks like before game week 17. Laka triple captain. You're the only person who would trust Laka's a top three defenders pick for game week 18 and 19 mine. I would get in Stones, probably get a Burnley defender, and stick to a United defender or double up on a City defense. Start Suchek or Wilson? Wilson. If Kufal doesn't start, will he come off the bench? I don't think he'll come off the bench. Start one of Zuma, Kyle Walker, and Kufal. One out of them, I would go Kufal and bench Zuma first. Will Mitchell start against Brighton? Against Brighton? I don't know if that fixture is against Brighton, but I think he can start against Sheffield United. Play free hit for double game week. I have two free transfers for blank game week A starters. Yeah, if your strategy is suppose that, definitely do it. Kane will play. Yes, I think he will. Will Sterling play? I can't really comment on the City lineup if because we don't know the fifth player who's got COVID, or maybe even the fourth player. Can't really say about it. Minus four for Kevin De Bruyne and El Ghazi for Zaha and Mane, keeping double game week in 19 in mind. Yes, definitely do it. Maybe keep Mane this week and you can do the Kevin De Bruyne move next week. Should I downgrade DCL to Ings in double game week? Yes, no, it's not a downgrade. It's actually an upgrade, and definitely do it if you have the funds. Yes, 30 minutes. I think 28 minutes to go for the deadline. If you haven't made your moves or set your captain, you can go ahead and do that. I'm still checking out for some lineup or news. I'm not sure what to do with my team. I actually made one of my worst cap transfers last time, and that really has cost me a lot. We've got up to 80 likes. So if we can still get to 90, we can see Big Man Burger's team. We, I think Cahill is out for 3 weeks, as what Roy Hudson says. So Mitchell should be starting for another couple of game weeks. DS Robert, Target, Cresswell, whom to bench. I don't think DS, Robertson, or Cresswell are worth benching. I would bench Target. Good midfielder range for this game, and good mid range midfielder for this game week and blank. For this game, we can blank maybe Saka and Zaha. Those are the two players that come to my mind. While choosing between Son and Kane, one point that matters that Son gets five for a goal and an extra point for a clean sheet as well. Yes, awesome. Definitely is an awesome thing on Mitchell. I think that is why I probably say it's the worst move I've made. I've done Mitchell to Johnson. I don't know what I was thinking. Minus 8 for Welbeck to Che Adams, Son to Sterling, Grealish or Rafinha. Minus 8 is a lot. I wouldn't do that. Minus 4 Grealish to Rashford, wouldn't do that this week. What do you do with De Bruyne? Keep him for the double game week if your team allows you to downgrade him to Son this week. Antonio to buy this week or just before 19? Just before 19. I think his minutes will be rotated in the next two. So we also have an concrete update if he's completely fit or not. Start McCarthy or Martinez. Martinez. Buy Shaw or buy. Uh, Stones or DS long term. DS I've already answered it. Vasant. Is cancel out? No, can't say if cancel is out or not. Free hit or triple captain for double game week. Depends on your team, Vicky. It depends on your strategy. I'm going without any chips in 19. There's no dire need to go with chips. Which three should I keep in my starting 11? You should probably keep Cresswell, Justin, and Mitchell in your starting 11. Mitchell confirmed starting. No, it's not confirmed. As last time I predicted Mitchell will start and Mitchell did. This week again, I think he will start. So there is a chance that he gets benched. There's no guarantee, but I think he should be starting. Trent, Cancelo, Dyer, Alioski, Kufalo to bench. I don't think there's anyone apart from Alioski or Kufalo to be benched. This game is hard as most big teams play against each other, and also the teams which we have, small teams which we have players from, play the big teams like Leeds, Southampton, Aston Villa. So it becomes a very tough game week to navigate. Which to bench and which to play, Suchek or Adams? I would play Adams. Is yes, Sai is going to start? I think he will. Zaha for Bowen this week and Marshall for Firmino double game week. I would go Zaha for Bowen definitely. Whom to start amongst Kofal, Mitchell, and Taylor? I would start Mitchell. Martinez over McCarthy, Dyer or Rob Holding to bring in. I would bring in Dyer probably because he has a blank. I think all have a blank gimmick. And Dyer, although is a long term move, I don't think Holding is a long term move. I would bring in Dyer only because it's a long term move. Why don't you do Canterbury or Sterling if you don't have any other transfer to do? Sterling has been no Harshbeer. I have a plan in mind, so I'll be sticking to Canterbury to Sun. Isai is going to start. Yes, I wait for 18. Should I play the chip? No, there's no need to play the chip. Uh, Who to bench, Saiz, Mitchell, or Dallas? Dallas. What are the best options to use chips after 19? There is a lot of options. There are going to be multiple double game weeks. There's going to be blank game week 29. There's another blank game week possible. So there's a lot of options where you can use your chips. Bamford, Adams, who to bench? Adams without a doubt. Antonio worth the punt over Dallas? Yes. Kufal, Justin, Mitchell, Stones, Killman, who to bench and who to sell? I would play Justin, Mitchell, and Stones and bench the other two. There's no need to sell any player. Which three to play? Kyle Walker, Peter, Dallas, Minks, Kufal. Probably downgrade Kufan for holding or Stones. Yeah, I would do it for Stones. Which one? Benedict, Dallas, Cresswell, Kufal. Play Cresswell. I think bench one. I would bench Dallas or Benedict. Actually, not even Dallas in that situation. Will Taylor start? I think for everyone who has Southampton defenders, bench them over Leeds defenders, obviously. With maybe Chelsea, if you have Zuma or Reece James or Aspilicueta or Dallas, you can take a chance on Dallas only for the assist. I don't think it's going to be an easy game week against Tottenham because yes, Tottenham defend. But you can take a chance. Otherwise, I expect Tottenham to score. So I don't see a clean sheet there. Ealing or Dallas for holding? Ealing out for holding. Will Johnson start? Can't say that. Will Saka start? Probably. Although I expect somewhat him to come off the bench. Martinez versus Johnston for this week. I will still keep Martinez. Who's your captain? I don't have a captain pick at the moment. Depends on my transfer. 90 likes kar do. Yes, guys. We're almost on 90 likes. We're 2 likes away from 90. Let's do it. Why Sun over Kane for captaincy? I think it's because of the midfield and how Sun plays on the counter attack. It gives him a lot of space available behind the Leeds defense line. So yeah, definitely that. Who to bench, Dallas or Kufal? Ideally Kufal because there's no news of him playing or not. But I would take my chances on Kufal, but I expect him possibly to get benched. So you probably can wait till the deadline time on the stream. And if we have something news, we'll probably update. Will this Antonio be there for next week? I think you want to bring in Antonio only before 19 because that gives you a lot more concrete news if he's fit or not, if he'll play the entire 90 or not. Will Adams play against Liverpool or Suchek against Everton? Uh, Maybe Suchek. I'm not confident on Adams. That's the reason I also have a plan to remove him. No league lineups. Will Kevin De Bruyne play against City? I think he will. For which matches are you planning to watch along? It's a tough time to watch along. I haven't got the time. I'm actually a bit sick, so I haven't got a time to maybe even post on Instagram at the moment. And you would have seen there's a dip in the content in this week. So let's see if we can do a watch along this weekend. Can't really comment on watch alongs at the moment. Should I bench Alioski or Watkins? I would take my chance on playing Watkins for a goal against United or an assist. I have captain Son, but I think Salah will be clutch. Will be clutch this week. I also feel my gut feeling says Salah. So let's see how it goes. Mitchell Stones Dallas or Mitchell Stones Bednarik? Mitchell Stones Dallas, not Bednarik for sure. This Rashford, get Rashford this week, Son next week. Yes, get Rashford for Son next week, not this week. Any 6.5 below striker for double game week. Bamford if you don't have him, or Wood. Nothing else. Maybe Adams, but depends on his form. I've been building up to bench boost in 19. I have only three players for 18, but those three are Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno, and Son. You should definitely free hit if you have only three players. Benerick or Dallas need one to get subbed. Benerick. Will Kane and Son start? I think both should be starting. There shouldn't be any problem. They have a lot of rest in this week. Suchek or DCL, whom to bench? I wouldn't bench DCL. Definitely not. Martinez or McCarthy? Martinez. Will Region start? Definitely not. He won't. Target Ailing, Chilwell, Stones, Mitchell. Who to bench? I would bench Ailing and probably target play Chilwell, Stones, and Mitchell. Uh, yes, he. I think he will start against Sheffield United. That's what I think, and that is why I'm very furious with my transfer. I made a horrible transfer. Should have stuck to probably Mitchell. I would also make a sideways move from Johnson to Mitchell if I don't get league lineups till then. Are you free hitting in game week 18 19 or playing the wildcard? No, I'm not doing. I'm playing no chips in the next two game weeks. Uh, yes, give him the last shot against West Ham this week. Bruno or Son for captaincy? Son maybe. Kufa league lineup? No, there's nothing. Salah, Kane or Bruno cap? Varun, if you're confused, probably wait till the deadline and go with my gut feeling. If you are very confident on my team, if you aren't, probably Kane. Fifth midfielder for a blank game week, Saka. I think he's the best. Should I downgrade Mings to Stones as I don't have funds for Kufal to Stones, as both Mings and Stones have now a game week in 19. If you have Martinez, definitely downgrade Mings to Stones. Are you using any chips in 18 and 19? If no, then why? Because I think there are better opportunities to use free hit and blank bench boost. With the free hit thing, I with the free hit chip, I pretty much almost had confidence that the United game will be lined up in uh, fixture 18. So now the thing is that I have majority of the players that have fixtures in 18, which I have a city defender, De Bruyne, Bruno, or DCL, Grealish, Martinez. So I don't see the even if I free hit, I don't see me getting a lot of differential players. That's the reason I don't want to free hit. Kane to Vardy in 20. I think in 19, if you had to Kane to Vardy, he has a double game week. Yes, I will. I will definitely focus on my team, Varun. Okay, since we have reached 100 likes, we will get to some big man Bucker team. His team at the moment is Martinez, Cancelo, Dyer, Robertson, De Bruyne, Salah, Zaha, Fernandes, Watkins, Calvert-Lewin, Bamford. Is Fulham Burnley on? Yes, Scott Parker said they're traveling to Burnley. They are tested today morning and the results will be out tomorrow. But I think he has a good squad to go ahead with Burnley. Milestone 100 plus likes on a YouTube first ever. Congrats. Thanks, man. We are definitely going into the journey. I'm checking for league lineups for a minute, so I will just be staying on mute for a while. Taylor isn't playing. Doesn't look like any league lineups out at the moment. News on Kufal. No, Zaha captain thought I wouldn't captain Zaha. I think it's good enough if you have him in your team. Removing Kevin De Bruyne for Bruno and thinking of Kevin De Bruyne plays for Salah next game week. Yeah, definitely do it. Uh, I think that's the perfect plan, Gavin. If you can do that, definitely. I'll have two free transfers for 18. Whom should I bring in? Salah to De Bruyne and Kane to Vardy probably. Not in 18, but 19. Yes, Vardy. Captain Vardy or Salah or Mane or Son. Maybe someone like that. Or Mane if you can. I like Mane as a captaincy option. He's differential as well. Uh, is it necessary to double up on United mid? No, there's no necessity. Just Fernandez is enough. Is Justin nailed for next 2 3 games? I think for the next two at max should be back. Ricardo should be back by then. Captain Son, Salah, De Bruyne. I would go Salah. If you're doubt or Son, Son possibly, but if you're doubting like me, maybe Salah, not De Bruyne for sure. Fabianski for Martinez in game week 19. Yes, if you want to, but if you have value attached to Martinez, wouldn't go there. No news on cancel or COVID. Which to do bench Chilwell, Diaz, Balbuena, Kufal, Dallas. Bench either of Balbon or Kufal, and both if we have news. Wilson, keep or sell? Keep if you have still have him. Zuma and Alzate out for Stones and Zahan. Definitely do it. I have two free transfers in for 18. If I use free hit for 18, will I still have two free transfers? No, you'll have one. Suchik or Bamford? Bamford. Son versus Kane home to captain. Already mentioned Son. Alioski versus Dallas. Better lease assist. Dallas. For game week 19, probably Son, but if you don't have any, that would also be ideal. Is Alioski nailed? Yes. Who to start? Kyle Walker or Dallas? Dallas, should I save the transfer this week? If you don't have any moves, you can probably save the transfer this week. I think Big Man Bucker is going Salah to Sun and captaining him. That's what I have heard of at the moment. That's what at least he's told me at the moment. Okay, still looking for some lineup or news for West Ham. Apparently, there's nothing at the moment. There's nothing anywhere. Play Bowen or Adams. Play Bowen. Take a chance. If we make a transfer 18 before applying free hit, will that work? No. Uh, Diesel Bamford, who to bench this week? Neither. I would play both. Stones or Dallas? Stones. Play Adams or Suchek. Take a chance 50-50. Play probably Adams or Suchek. Doesn't matter. It's a 50-50. Honestly, I don't see both scoring. Any transfer you're doing? Yes, I'm doing one transfer. Kevin De Bruyne to Sun. Mitchell Stones, Dallas, Bruno, Rafinha, Grealish, Salah, Calvert-Lewin, Kane, and Bamford. Is this good for 11? Haven't done any transfer this week. Yeah, it's a good 11. I think I have 3.1 million in the bank. Son to De Bruyne next game week and replace Justin with. Justin with probably Dyer if you can, or someone like Stones if you don't have him. Differential captain DCL? No. If I had to go differential captain, Rashford or Mane. If Kufal plays today, by yes, definitely. Stones out for Kyle Walker Peters. I think that's a good move. Best replacement for Kevin De Bruyne, Son or Rashford? Is Cancelo having COVID or not? Just brought him. I don't think he has COVID, but there are two articles. One says he has, one says he doesn't. Former Manchester United and Scotland manager Tommy Doherty has died at the age of 92 following a long illness. May his soul rest in peace. McCarthy, Justin Robertson, Dallas, Bruno Sons, Suche, Graf, Wood, Adams, Bamford. I have one free transfer, Rafinha, Kufa, Taylor bench. Save the transfer if you can. I like the lineup. Probably Rafinha over Suchek. Son or Rashford. Son this week. Is Madison going to play? Because I want Vardy and Vardy does better with Madison. Actually, Vardy does better without Madison. I would prefer Madison to get benched if you have Vardy. Trust me. And I have been a Vardy owner for a long time, and he definitely does much better without Madison. Cancelo was in training picks. He is negative. There's a chance that I trust the second, first thing, but let's see. I'm not sure. Should I go Wood or Watkins? I don't think there's a double up need. Is Madison going to play? Not maybe not. I think, but if he doesn't, he's better. Who's your captain? I think it's going to be either Salah or Son. Going to get Son. So let's do the moves. I think De Bruyne is out for me. A lot of players are removing Salah, but I don't see De Bruyne's worth against Chelsea. I'll be getting him back for an 18. No leaks, so Edison is definitely positive. Doyle, as we said in the start of the stream, yes, is according to an article removed to be positive. Bruno out for Sun next week? No, I will. Bruno out for Sun? No, not for Sun. Any leaks? No leaks. Who's your capped? I think if I do this move, maybe Sun. Kyle Walker for holding? I would take holding. I would take my chance on holding. Bucker is going to captain Sun. Oh, it's Neville Shah who asked Kyle Walker for holding. Yeah, definitely. What's Bucker's defense? It's Cancelo, Dyer, Robertson. That's his defense. I haven't taken a look. I don't think I have qualified for the cup. I'm not really confident. Yeah, I had 36. That sets me up for 18 and 19. Yes, definitely. You have one defender who's at least playing in both game weeks and this game week as well. I have Cancelo, so don't want to double up with Stones. Any other defender options? Maybe Dallas or maybe Ben Me if you don't have him. I would still double up on the City defense. It's probably the most trusted defense in my team. Sun out for Bruno, yes, definitely next week. Safe to have Sun and Kane both. Yes, but probably Kane to Vardy is a better option. Yes, will make my move. 10 minutes to go. Martinez, Kufa, Loten, Diaz, Cancelo, Dallas, Sun, Salah, whom to bench and rate my team. It's a decent team. I would bench probably Kufal because I'm not sure about him, and Bissouma is obviously going to get benched. So those two bench and maybe Suchek if you have a playing four midfield. How many weeks will Struch play? Only till Cooper is not fit. Kufal, Dallas, Zuma home to start. Start Kufal and Zuma and take a chance on Kufal. Why don't you recommend size? Not sure because one Fools don't have the best fixtures, and size is always a rotation ring. I'm still not very confident. If yes, he can. Uh, he is probably nailed on at the moment, but I wouldn't go ultimately when I don't have trust there. Do you plan to keep Adams? No, it depends on the league lineups if I get any. Seven players in 19 is enough. Yes. How long is Cooper out for? There's no timeline, but what was said before was 3 weeks. So you can expect him to be back by 19 or midweek 19. Greece to El Ghazi and get Kevin De Bruyne for Sun. Yes, definitely. I would do that move. And that is also what I am planning to at the moment. Keep Marshall or take DCL. Uh, keep Marshall. Adams replacement. Wood is an Antonio. Those are two replacements that come to my mind. Play Saka, Kufal or Antonio. Play Saka and Antonio. Is there a chance that Podence will start against Brighton? Depends. If they go again defensive like they did against United, I don't think he'll start. But there's a chance that they go more attacking. Sterling or De Bruyne, I would only comment that after their performance in this week. Do you think I should bring in Suchek and play with five midfielders and bench Adams? If you have Suchek, then do it, but don't bring Suchek specifically for this game week. I'm still checking out for some lineups, but I haven't got any at the moment. There's no news, absolutely zero news about Kufal starting or not. Play Alioski, Konsa or Walker Peters. Play Konsa and Alioski, not Walkers. I'm not confident of Southampton against Liverpool. Vardy or Son for captaincy, 50-50. Uh, Best Wolves attacker, Neto. Uh, Neto against Brighton or Grealish against United. Grealish. Going for Sun captaincy, have a good week. Thanks. And same to you. Is Wood a good option for coming in weeks? Yes, for the next two, definitely. Grealish out, El Ghazi in. Yes, you can. But I would preferably stick to Grealish for this week. What's your defense? My defense is at the moment Robertson, Diaz, and I don't know who's going to play. Uh, any watch alongs? As explained, I'm not really confident. We'll let you guys know on the Instagram if there's any watch along. Play Kufal or Suchek? Suchek. Saka or Antonio? Saka. Martinez, McCarthy, Justin, Zuma, Kufal, Kyle Walker, Peter, Diaz, Grealish, Bruno, San, Salah, Neto, Adams, Marshall, Bamford. Uh, you have a decent defense. You probably improve your defense. Otherwise, maybe Adams to someone like Wood. Adams or Bowen. Bowen, who to transfer Kevin De Bruyne out for this week. Then don't transfer it out if you have San, Salah, Bruno. Take out Taylor or Mitchell, considering Taylor has a double gaming. Taylor. Kane or Son for captaincy. Son, yes, setting my team, guys. I have seven playing in the double blank gaming. That's fair enough. I think it's good enough. No, there's no news on Kufal. I've asked Bucker if he has some news about Kufal. Whom to remove, Kane or Son to fund a move to De Bruyne? Kane. Do you know Madison will available? No news from Rogers. Aguero for Vardy wouldn't do that. Captain Salah or Son or Bruno? Either Son or maybe Salah. I think those have the higher ceilings. Play double city defense, Dyer cancel or play Kufal. Double city defense. Not this week, but maybe you can play Kufal this week, but overall double city defense. Or at least we'll make this transfer and confirm De Bruyne to Son. Triple captain Salah in 19. Yes, it's an option if you want to. Should I get Maguire considering fixtures? You can. It's not a bad option. Son Salah Fernandez for captaincy. Son. What's the rumor around Kufal? What happened? It's tactical reasons. No rumor. Kilman against Brighton or Dallas against Spurs. That's a tough call. Kilman against Brighton or Dallas against Spurs. I would play Kilman. Play Dyer or Dallas. Dyer, Watkins or Adams for double game week 19. Watkins preferably. Is there a chance of games being postponed this game week? Yes. I think only the Fulham game is under speculation, but I think it will go ahead. So apart from that, nothing. Is Bisaka nailed? Yes. Should I go Kevin De Bruyne to Bruno? Yes. James Rodriguez has not travelled with the squad apparently. Will Kufal play? Can't really comment on that. Bisaka or Maguire? Maguire. I think he has more goal threat at the moment. If budget is an issue, then obviously we'll have to go Bisaka. Yes, we'll set my captain. I'm actually just looking out for news, guys. Trying to get as much as I get on Kufal. If I get anything, then probably will save my move. Should I then? I'm planning to go Adams to Wood. Who has a better double game week? Kilman or Suchek? Suchek probably. Is Wood holding on to Grealish now that he's playing Cam? Yes, I think probably another game we can hold on to him. Does Chelsea have some positive cases? Yes, they have, but I don't think there's any of the playing players. It's in the staff, as far as I know. Any league lineups? No. 3 minutes to go. Yes, four on my clock. Dallas, Cresswell, Diaz. Any one of them? Diaz. Not anyone. No, none of them is positive. But play all of the maybe bench Dallas if you can, but nothing apart from that. Should I get holding? Yes, if you have a free transfer, you should. Adams has a better double game week. Uh, who to captain? Bruno Salah, DCL. Salah. Do I dislamte? Yes, for holding definitely. As Burnley play Liverpool and West Ham. Yes, definitely doesn't. 3 minutes to go. Okay, will my transfer be considered into the permanent team if I use free hit after making my free transfer? No, it will not be considered. Uh, Martinez or McCarthy? Martinez always. Okay, so my team is looking something like this: Martinez, Kufal, Robertson, Diaz, Grealish, Fernandez, Son. I think I'm going to change my captaincy from Salah to Son. That looks like the move. Adams, Bamford, and Calvert-Lewin. I'm taking a chance and playing Adams for, but that's the point. Then I do have two free transfers, so I can probably decide what I have to do with my team. I will stick to this team and make Son as my captain and Salah vice captain. I think that's the best way to go about it. So yeah, I'm going with Sun captaincy. I'm not confident, but I think it's pretty much nailed on to go Sun over Salah, as a lot of people will go Sun and Kane, and also it doesn't affect your overall rank a lot. Yes, we'll try for the. I don't think it will be possible for the captain game if I'm captaining Sun. Do you guys want me to captain Salah only for the watch along? Should I play Dallas or remove Lamptey for it? Play Dallas. Can I make some profit from price changes and transfers and use the free? No, you can't. I don't think that allows you to make profits. Uh, take a hit for Kuford to Cresswell. Yes, I think maybe not this week. Take a chance if you have a fourth defender. But let's watch the City game. Those are the most horrible games. But irrespectively, I think we'll have City versus Chelsea doing. Probably will try to get a watch along if I'm fit. We'll try for the United match as well. It depends on my health, mate. Not really keeping well. Salah, Bruno, Rashford, Kane. Kane or Salah. Kufal starting, Mr. Bit. No, no. Choose your captaincy. My captain at the moment is Son. I think we'll stick to Son. I'm not sure. Okay, my gut feeling says Salah. Should I change it to Salah? My inner gut feeling is very tempted to make Salah captaincy. Should we go for it? I think I'm going to go Salah with captaincy. Just give me a second. I'm going to check what happened with Southampton's game. It was a 0-0 and Southampton barely allowed any shots. Sun is safe, but that's not what I want. I can still confirm captaincy and it will change. That's okay, but I know it's not, it's 30. I know it's not deadline exactly. Okay, let's take a chance. Let's put save your team. And if it saves my team, it is Salah, otherwise it's Sun. What do you guys say? Thanks, Patrick, for this. He says, thank you, Anshuman, for the streams. Big help to us managers. Happy New Year. Cheers. Salah captaincy says Raghav. I am taking my chance on Salah. No, I have confirmed my transfer. I'm doing Salah captaincy. I'm not going Sun. I don't know. I just have a feeling about Salah. I can still make you can still make transfers, guys, or moves. It's saving my team. It's not going to. It's not redirecting us. No, deadline hasn't changed. Ideally, it's still at. It's supposed to be at 9:30 IST, but I can still save my team somehow. I think Bruno is also a decent option. We'll look at it. I think we can plan a watch along if possible. Let's see. It's an away game for Salah. That's the problem. Should I switch back? Very hell confused. Let's try switching back. Okay, you can't. So Salah is going to be captain for me. Well, that's it. That is how it ends. No, I'm not going Bamford. So it really says pick your team and transfers, and it is the game is being updated as you guys can see on the screen. Okay, so that wraps up the stream for us. I'll probably, if you guys want to do predictions, we can do it with this screen on. I have the fixtures on my phone. My 11 is Martinez, Cancelo, Robo, El Ghazi. Yes, definitely. Future changes will probably depends on the how teams play. I would play Mitchell definitely into my lineup. Thanks, Harshveer. And if someone hasn't liked the stream or hasn't subscribed to the channel till now, guys, please subscribe. We do watch along streams and videos at times. And if you are not active on Instagram, on our page, definitely go and follow us on FPL tips underscore underscore. Edison is not playing for City for sure. Yes, watch along. We'll try watch along. Uh, no dislikes today. Yes. Okay, so we'll do the predictions. I think Everton West Ham should be close call for Everton 2-1. I think if Kufal doesn't play 2-1. Manchester United Aston Villa should be a. I am favoring Aston Villa to win or draw at least. 1-0 or a 2-0 to Aston, in my opinion. Spurs Leeds should be an open game. Can't really predict that. Crystal Sheffield should be Crystal 1-0 or 2-0 easy game for them. Brighton Wolves, in my opinion, will be a very tough neck to neck game. I don't think Brighton will give enough space for Wolves. 1-0 to Wolves at max, I think. At max. I don't think it's going to be a very high scoring game. Harry Barnes or Mason Mount? Barnes. West Brom Arsenal will again be a close call. Maybe a 1-0 to Arsenal, just like they did against Brighton. Burnley Fulham again open game. I think 2-0 to Burnley. Nothing to be afraid of there. Would could have been a good differential, but I decided to keep my transfer. Leicester Newcastle should be Leicester walkover 2-0 at least, or maybe 2-1. Let's see. Chelsea City. I am fancying Chelsea to win this one at least a 2-1 or a 2-0. Southampton Liverpool. I think Liverpool could score against Southampton. Maybe a couple of goals, at least 2 or 3-0. Let's see. Will you be using free hit? Take away my free transfer? No, I will. Oh, will using free hit take away my transfer? Yes. Are you free hitting in 18? No. Okay, so that wraps up the stream. We'll end it here. If there is any watch along, we'll let you guys know on Instagram. And since we have a lot of time now, since now I think we have 2 weeks until game week 17, 18 deadline. So we'll give you guys update on Instagram with a lot of content. No, I won't give up on my team if Chelsea lose. I think Chelsea will win this game. I think Chelsea has the potential. Okay, so that is it from my side. This is FPL Tips signing off. Cheers. Okay, yeah, we'll do a planning stream as well. Cheers.